Hi guys, and welcome to our 31 Days of Horror Advent Calendar. It's day 18, Tuesday, October 18th, and today we're talking about John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. In the Mouth of Madness is one of John Carpenter's, I think, kind of underrated films. It follows the story of an insurance investigator who's asked to find this author named Sutter Kane, whose books are having this eerie effect on his readers, and he disappears very soon before the release of his next book, Horror at Hobbs End. So Sam Neill is tasked in going to find him. What he ends up finding is the real but fictional town of Hobbs End, where there are these mysterious and kind of crazy goings-on. So this movie is kind of a big love letter to the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and H.P. Lovecraft is one of my favorite authors of all time. I love just his horror stories. I mean, like, that's obviously what he's famous for. He's kind of the original horror master. So a movie that has a send up to him definitely had to make my list. Okay, this guy, I mean, wrote some of the greatest: At the Mountains of Madness, the Call of Cthulhu, and so many others. In fact, I even have a little friend here today in Cthulhu with us here. So, like I said, huge H.P. Lovecraft fan. So this movie definitely scratched a nice little itch, because I don't think you see enough H.P. Lovecraft inspired movies, or even kind of direct references to him.
Yeah, this film is definitely a love letter to H.P. Lovecraft, but not just H.P. Lovecraft, but even Stephen King, and just horror authors in general. And I love how this movie really takes it and flips it on itself, almost like New Nightmare did. I think that came out the same year as this, 1994. So yeah, this movie, plays into almost like you're entering into a novel, like a horror novel, or the novel is coming to life to the screen. I really enjoyed this film. I think it has some extremely creepy images and just some really cerebral things that are going on in this film. I think if it wasn't for The Thing, this might be my favorite John Carpenter film.
That's saying a lot, especially considering Halloween in there as well.
Yeah, and this is it's just such an interesting movie. It just takes you on this journey into madness, and it's like you said, it is an extremely underrated film. It was more recently that I even heard of this film.
Yeah, and I don't think enough people talk about it, especially talking about Sam Neill and his performance in this. Sam Neill stars as our insurance investigator that has to find Sutter Kane, and the movie opens with him being admitted to an insane asylum, so I don't feel like that's too much of a spoiler for you. But I think he shows a ton of range in this movie, and I think the other thing about this movie that I really enjoy is its uniqueness in that way that I don't think I've ever really seen a story or like a horror story quite told like this. So it really has a lot of original ideas, and it's really something different, a change of pace for your calendar.
I really love mysteries as well, and this movie is like a straight up mystery. The way it starts, the way that the story goes, and him looking for Hobbs End, and some of the things that get revealed throughout this movie were just kind of like out. I mean, it was done so well. There's so much build-up. There's so much paranoia and so much mystery. This movie is rich with mystery. It is like entering kind of into a mystery horror novel, and that's something that's real. I mean, that's something to be cherished, and I think it's something that I enjoyed so much about this film.
Yeah, and of course, too, John Carpenter brings his signature style and effects to this one. There are some seriously awesome creature effects, awesome horror moments, particularly this one with a old man on a bicycle. That's all I'll say about it. But it's one of the scariest images I've seen in anything. It's one of the things for me that was a tipping point that it had to make the list. One, its uniqueness, and two, it's just plain scary. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our short review today of In the Mouth of Madness, and I implore you to try to find this one and check it out. Like I said, we both know this one is not one that's talked about a lot, and it's kind of an underrated one, so it might be hard to get your hands on, but if you guys do, please watch it today for Tuesday, October 18th. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the 31 Days of Horror Advent Calendar. I've been Giovanni Carlo.
And I'm John Vandeloo.
And this is Cthulhu, and we'll see you tomorrow.